Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope you can hear me. Let me know. All right. Okay. We got a little bit of a delay as I'm looking at it from my Samsung tablet. My Samsung tablet has now been outdated. YouTube doesn't have an app for a Samsung tablet this old. So, looks like I'm gonna have to do a switch to one of my newer tablets. Um, and put this one here over in my music station because I still have the program that I used for my for my keyboards. It's good to see you, Sonia. Surprised you're not on the road somewhere. Okay, we're gonna do some kind of a landscape of sorts. All right. You look down below. I got light blue, uh, white, yellow, and some brown. And I'll probably add a little Windsor blue. We're gonna mess around with the clouds. I'm not gonna make this one a rush job. So who knows? It might be a couple part painting. Because after this, I'm gonna start on another portrait. I think it's the final one until somebody asks me to do another one. But I think it's the final one. So I want to really get that one done. I really don't have to finish this until January. Um, but I'm gonna get it done. It'll probably be on, what is it, 16 by 20, I believe. So, all right. How's it going, Billy? You doing some nice work there. Are you guys all settled in over there? Inquiring minds want to know. Now I can see your I can't see your chat on this tablet, unfortunately. Um, but I can see it over here on my screen. So, all right. We're gonna probably more than likely get right onto it. I have no glycerin on the board. I used black, white, and a little bit of blue just to coat the board. Okay. Um, the camera, I got it set pretty good. Ian Harrison and I, we were experimenting, and he was telling me some of his settings. So if you see my head zip in like that, this will come out of focus. If I go back in, it'll come back in focus. So what it does is, like say if I wanted to show you a brush or a paint or something like that, if I took it in my hand and bring it all the way to the camera, now you see that my hand's in focus, but you see that the canvas is not in focus. Okay, but if I bring it back, everything comes back in focus again, and it happens instantly. So if I inadvertently put my head up there, that's why you might get the little shift like it just did right now. All right. Okay, I had to adjust my camera, slide it around, so I can get this centered because obviously it's a larger canvas. All right, doing well, good. That's good. Good to hear. All right. Yeah. Either I can keep it like this so you can see my face, or I can just expand it and you see the whole painting. As of right now, it really doesn't matter. I can slide myself over so maybe you won't get that much fluctuation, but we'll see. Okay, I do have an idea in mind. All right, on what to do. Make it really kind of really work the aerial perspective a little bit. Okay, the clouds are going to be really the main focus. Let's take a smaller brush. A lot of the brushes that I use are actually behind me, but we'll make do. We'll make do. Okay, what I'm going to do is start off with a nice blotchy yellow, but I want to show you guys something. I guess I'll use a little bit of white. I'll put it over here. Something like this. Okay, this should be enough. And what I really want to do is get the clouds kind of coming here, and it kind of swirls around, and it comes downward like that, like a little plane there. Okay, so it's in a circular motion, and whatever activity I want will be in this area here. Okay. All right. Like I said, we're going to really work with aerial perspective and colors and color tones and all of that good stuff. Oh, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about this here. What that is actually is the back of my the hell size are you? I don't know if it's a 45 or near 50-inch screen, but you're looking at my TV over here, which I just turned into a computer monitor, and I got the lights in the back there, back of the TV. I got one on the main TV in the living room, but I have a USB or a terabyte drive hooked into it, by USB. So I just converted a slew of movies in digital form, make them MP4s or MKV files, and I just put them on a big terabyte drive. So I've got hundreds of movies transferred on there, and I got them all categorized to horror, drama, sci-fi, fantasy, Disney, you know.
Don't you have to be a practice in 15?
No practice. This is a free day. No.
Oh, I thought you had practice.
That won't. No, I got actual church service in Syracuse at 2:30 in the afternoon. They practice.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah, I gotta go back to Syracuse at 2:30 because it's a fifth Sunday, so both churches are combined. So this fifth Sunday, they're all in Syracuse. The next fifth Sunday, they will all be in Utica.
Oh.
So,
all right.
Yeah. Yeah, what I do is, what I should be doing is practicing these 6 songs, but I will do that because today is a totally free day, nothing going on. All my little chores are done, everything's done. So I actually can spend time chatting with you guys. Hey, Fatima, how you doing, Fatima? I can actually chat with you guys, not rush, and take my time and try to get this done, get it done right. Okay, we're gonna, like I say, deal with atmospheric perspective on this. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to look at the screen when I'm talking to you, but I have to look down to see what you guys are saying. All right, enough of that. So let's get the colors going here. We're gonna go with a little bit of white. Okay, it's a slight touch of blue. And we're going to keep playing around with this. Now, there's no glycerin in this. I might have this a little yellowish. We'll see. But I do have a little tint of blue in this, all right? I'm going to take a little touch of water. No glycerin, just water. All right? So we'll do it with water today. We're going to come in here, and we're just going to do the sky. Something like that. The paint I got it is titanium white, not as heavy as some of the other tubes of titanium white that I have. But I am going to need a little bit more white. The paint just on my brush is a little too blue, so I'll just mix it in like this, get some water. No fancy glycerin. So if you want to try this, you can do a painting and you don't have to have the glycerin if you really don't want it. Okay. Go past the edge of where you want the storm clouds to be. Okay. Now I see that it's a little bit on the way too much on the white side, which is fine. Once again, I'll just dip the corner. I'm just dipping the corner of my brush into the water. I just hit the camera. Sorry about that. All right, I'm just looking to where I want certain things here. As I'm doing this, we'll be going over putting another layer of color on this. Because once I'm done doing what I have to do with this bright area, I don't intend to go back to it again. So this is actually, quote unquote, my canvas. This right here. And while the water's a little lucid, it's not solidifying the paint. I'm saying, okay, I can smooth stuff out a bit here. Now I wanted a little, maybe a little more blue than that, just a little bit more. So I'll take some of this light blue. I'll put it in here. Now the advantages of using water with the acrylic is that you can fade it, blend it, but you know, you got a little time limit because it starts to tack up and dry instantly. Okay, yeah, I love these. I've went through about 3 or 4 of them already, but they come in a pack. Okay, but I do love this brush. This is what I call my workhorse. And I'm just putting a light sheen of blue, the baby blue, on here. And there's a reason for that. Throw in a little bit more blue. I'm gently slipping a little bit of white in there. All right. You kind of have to envision what it's going to look like in your mind as you put it to canvas. Okay. So it doesn't look like anything special right now, but give it a shot, give it a chance. Just be a little patient with it. Okay. Like I say, this is actually my canvas right here. I'll be concentrating on this because we have to get what I want to get in this area, in this space, before I start you're putting in clouds and trees and land and all of that, because this is in the background. This is going to glow. Everything else will be gradually darker. It has to be darker for this to stand out. Okay. All right. As I'm checking it out, I'm looking at it, and we could keep it like that. That's cool. All right. Hope everybody's weekend is doing well. All right. As I'm looking at my tablet here, I see that my screen resolution is horrid. So let's go to settings for a second. Wrong. I find it fascinating to let's go to the gear. There we go. No wonder it looked horrible. We'll try that. All right. That should be better. Yeah, I can see it a little bit better now. All right. Okay. Back to you guys. What was I saying? Anyway, let this dry up a bit. Okay. As we let that dry, once again, the clouds are going to be all up in here, swirling around, going out toward that way. All right, so we can probably, well, nah, I'm not going to do that yet, because I want to get this in here set, so we have to let that tack up and dry a little bit so I can chat with you guys. So, you know, feel free to say hey and all of that good stuff. Okay. Yeah, there's no chat on my my YouTube here on the tablet. It just says it is the mobile YouTube, so it's like the same type of YouTube on the phone. I actually would have to subscribe to myself, I believe. It's kind of funny. There's no active. Well, let's see if it does have it. I never did check. What happened? Facebook. Nope. I'm still trying to see. No, it doesn't give me an option to see you guys text. Now on my phone, if I look above, if I put it on my phone, I can see you guys chat. Hey Rosemary, how are you? It's good to see you. I was explaining to them, this is 16 by 20. I was explaining to them what I'm doing, what I plan to do. Just gotta let it tack up a wee bit. Okay. All right. Well, that's doing that. I guess I'll start to put in a few things here. As a matter of fact, as I'm looking at it, I think I can take a soft brush. I'm gonna pop in a little bit of I'll take a soft brush here, and we're gonna pop in some white, maybe around here in the center somewhere, just a little brighter, and I'll stir it around a little bit. So I want kind of a glow in the center there. There's gonna be stuff in front of this, but I want to give it a little bit of sunlight. Now you're not able to really see it too much because the light in the background is probably shining on it a little strong. But this will all make sense as we move along. And remember, I'm not using glycerin or anything. It's just water. Okay. You see little bits of the paint, the earlier paint coming off in here, but that's okay. Don't ever worry about things like that. You can always, like you see, cover it up a little. And like I said, there's going to be things in front of this, but I want to nicely blend it. But you can always go back and go over it. So if you see an error or what you think is an error, you're really early into the painting. So hashtag don't panic. You're okay. You're all right. Okay. I promise you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, wow, Fatima, you got spoiled. My grandmother used to do that, the homemade applesauce deal. Pretty cool. Okay, we're going to take some of that sky blue. I'll put it right here. All right. Now, because the sky blue is not mixed in with white, it's going to appear darker and thicker. Okay. We'll maybe do something like right around in here a little bit. Something like that, and we'll fade that out there somewhere. All right. And it's just taking this lighter color. Like they say, this will all make sense in a little while. And I'm just using the general sky blue here. And you'll see as I move on with this painting. And so I strategically will put the mountain here. In front of the paint that was coming out. I'll just fade all this down here. It doesn't matter because there's going to be clouds and all sorts of doodads down in here. Once again, you have to kind of envision what you're going to do here. All right. And know what the total look of it is going to be. And so your eyes are adjusting really to this white or off-white and the blue for right now. Once again, this stuff down here faded. It's okay. We're going to fade all of that out anyway, so it will be fine. Just background stuff. We're at 61 degrees here. It was 75, somewhere around there, like that yesterday. But we're at 61. It did rain earlier today. Right now it's very beautiful out, but we got a feeling it's going to cut up. So okay. So we have a little bit of mountains and whatnot. We're gonna add a few. Well, before I do that, let's do something else. I don't want the mountains really that sharp. So I'm going to take this very soft brush and we're just going to blend out the edges. Keep them soft. See? Just soften the edges a little bit. And this just enhances the look of it still being quite a ways away. Okay, that's all. Just soften those edges. I'll take the brush and very gently just blend a little blend. Just blend that out a little bit. I'll take some of the darker blue and we'll get just some textures going. I don't want them really too bright. I don't want it to appear too sharp. Just a little something in there, just to show a little cragginess there. And it's just the same color, just the darker version of that. It's just a little texture. That's all. And it's a good way for me to use up some of this light blue. It's been lurking around, not doing too much. So, all right. Something like that. And I don't know how many people I have in the chat. This doesn't. Oh yeah, I got 5. All right. Well, if you guys stick around, I think I'm going to give away that painting, the last painting that you see me do. I already put resin on it, and so I'm just letting it cure. But it's sitting on there. Okay. So we've got the little mountain. We got a little cloud thing going out here. Okay, I'm going to probably throw in. That's my camera out there. It's a motion track camera, and so whatever's in front of it, it just notifies me. Apple butter, okay. Thank you, Fatima. Okay. So all people got to do really is just stick around. That's all. Okay. Once again, we're going to have a picture within here. It'll be fairly light. All right. Okay, let's take, we'll mess around in here. We'll take a little touch of blue in this white, like that. We'll throw in a little touch of yellow there, very light yellow. That's not too bad. I really don't want to use this brush, but you know what? For all intents and purposes, we'll just use this brush right now. We're going to shape out the trees. We'll just do it that way. Okay, right in here, we'll just kind of shape out what type of trees I want. Right in here like this. And we're just, once again, just shaping out the trees. Just like that. We're coming all out here doesn't matter. All right, and we're gonna put a couple in here, very light. Okay, very light. Well, it will start to look like a group of trees soon, eventually. But right now, we're just blocking this stuff in. It's really important to get a nice tree type of shape going on with it. All right, we'll get this little mint color happening here, because I want this to still appear quite light. And never be afraid to go up into your mountain. Remember, we're establishing depth here. Okay. And I'm just blocking in once again. We'll get this guy a little higher up there, like that, and then we'll come down. Once again, I'm just blocking this stuff in. Okay. We'll get to the detail-y stuff in a second or two. Once again, I'm not really rushing this. I'm not going to try to finish all of this in one sitting. We'll just come back to it. Okay. You don't necessarily have to finish everything in one sitting. So we'll let it tack up a little bit, and I'll continue to chat with you guys. And as I'm looking at your questions and I'm chatting along with you, we're gonna start to I think I'm gonna start to block in a little bit of the land. Okay. Because I already know where the clouds are going to be. And I really just want to block in the land and give us something else to look at besides that gray. Let's put this brown here. We're going to put a little blue in that brown. Just like that. A little bit more. A little corner of water, just to loosen up the paint. Once again, I'm using this color just to block in. Her anniversary is next month in November, so I have to keep things quiet. She's not on YouTube, so I can talk freely. I can't post it on Facebook or anything, and I have to see if the younger couple has gotten theirs. I don't know if they got theirs or not. I have to ask and see. Let's keep this. Let's put the land around in here somewhere. Somewhere around in here like this. Okay, and we're gonna block all of that in. Nothing special, just block it all in. We're gonna get the details of all of that later. Right now, it's just blocking it in. A little bit of water, just to loosen up the paint. And once again, we're just blocking all of that in. A mixture of blue, yellow, brown. Does it mean that the land is going to look like that? Not really. Not really. But it will be definitely darker than the rest of the interior of the painting. Okay. Let's put that up there for a minute. Once again, I just wanted to darken up this area so we don't have that to look at. All right. That's all. That's all. Okay, let's add a little detail to those trees back there. Believe it or not, this is going to be a fall painting. I know you don't see it yet, but it will be. Okay, let's get. Well, let's make pretend here. Let's make pretend that this is black. Okay, even though we know it's a light green, but let's make pretend it's black. So we're just gonna go lighter from here. So if that's gonna be the dark color, we have to go a little bit lighter. All right. I'll take this little brush, this little beat up thing. See, now I can bring this up to you guys so you guys can see it. That little guy right there. I'll put it down here. You guys can see. It's been beat up. I've cut it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go into our green here. Let's add a touch of yellow and a touch of white to it. Like that. That should be more than enough. As long as it doesn't dry up on me. But we should be okay with this. All right. And so we're just going to go in and we're going to add interesting little shapes to this. We'll start it up here. You don't want to get rid of all that super dark. All right. And so we're just going to put cute little patches here and there. Don't destroy all of your dark. Because remember, make pretend what you're looking at is pitch black. All right. And get interesting rounded little shapes. You push, go in different directions, get some more paint. Don't be shy about it. All right. We're going to move it right along here. Okay. Envision in your mind how you want these guys to look. And you're just tapping on these shapes. Think of them as, hey Larry, what's up, man? Well, Larry, I finally got this camera under control. Ian Harris from Australia, he has the very same camera. Okay, and he gave me some settings that will that'll keep it pretty much focused pretty well. As long as I put my big head in the way. All right, there's a focus setting that's pretty cool on it. So anything directly in front of it, it will zoom in on. So if you see my head, it's going to zoom in on my head. It'll blur this out. But if I wanted to show you guys something like this raggedy brush I have, I can bring it right up to the camera. It'll blur this out, but it'll focus in on the camera, and then it comes back instantly. It's pretty fantastic, actually. Once again, I'm just adding all of these globs of paint. We're going to make them look like just, brighter leaves here and there. Put them in groupings. When you're done with the grouping, you start with another one. Don't get rid of your background color. Just make pretend all this light green is black. Okay, and just keep that in your mind. Okay. So, and I know that you guys can hear me fairly well. I'm using a non-powered lavalier mic. The PC accepts this better than the powered mics. So, all right, something like that. Okay, now, we have our little mountains in the background. They're not really super detailed. It's not really that okay, it's not detailed. It's not really sharp. Doesn't need to be. All right. Okay, let's go with. We're gonna come right here. Can you guys see that? Let's aim this down. I know I hit it, so we'll aim it down there. Little touch of yellow and white right in here. Okay, it's a little titanium white and yellow. No water. We'll keep this paint fairly thick. All right, you guys are going to keep hearing that unless I turn the sound off. Okay. Um, the brightness is pretty much over here. Okay. So we'll just concentrate a lot of that brightness on its edge here, like so. Bring a few of them in here like this, going different directions with the brush. How should I explain this? It's like twisting a brush. All right, just like that, and you keep the highlights kind of centered on one side. And as we move around and we go around here, you'll see. Okay, and we get a little peek of something over there. We're gonna come around here. Yeah, this is one of these rare days where I really don't have to go to any rehearsals or anything. I do have to practice for tomorrow. But I also, I'm not being monetized because I've been off of YouTube for such a long time. So I have to work myself back up to it. But that's fine. It's okay. You know, I don't know why I've taken such a long break like I did for the summer. Not really my thing to do that, but it ended up happening that way. You know, don't know why, but I did. Yes, I am gripping my brush from the end. A little more gentle. I can guide it better, a lot better. Okay. It gives me more of a controlled chaos. Let's put it to you that way. If that makes any sense. Because if you come here, you tend to want to press like that. All right. Hold it back here. You're a little more free. Okay. All right. I know I got to take her to see her friend. I just don't know what time. What time is it now? It's going on 3. Yeah. But we both have the day off. Or she has the day off. She usually works an overnight on the weekends, but she did that in the middle of the week, so she's not going to do that to herself twice. And remember, keep them in interesting little groupings. See, we have a grouping there. Make a little gap. Continue. Got a grouping here. Bring some little stragglers on the other side. Not too much. Don't rush it. Recharge. Yes, that's a good yeah. I think that's pretty much what happened to me. And plus, I was doing a lot of helping. You know, driving people back and forth. They couldn't do it themselves. They weren't able to, and so I did it. Okay. Okay. And we'll put a few of them in here. I just gotta be mindful of my head. All right. But there you go. Looking something like that. All right. Okay. I can add trunks in there. The trunks will be extremely light. Let's get, I'll get one of these guys. Something a little thin. Let's dip it into water. We're going to this lighter color here. Add a little brown to it. A little touch of white will bleach it out a little bit. That should work. That should work. Okay. Remember, everything won't be seen very well once I put the clouds in there. Okay, but we'll put little bits and pieces of little branches in here. I keep them relatively short, close together, not short, so it denotes a little distance. All right, so keep them close together. It makes them look further away. You'll see in a second. And once again, I'll keep them kind of short. Okay, you're just doing a representation of the branches. You don't have to be super detailed. They're quite a ways away. This individual, he had heart surgery, and he tried to drive his truck and pull the wire out of his heart, so he needed to go back 90 miles away, and he needed to go back immediately, and his wife does not drive. And so I took him, and I gotta take him again for a follow-up out there, and that will be sometime next month. That means we gotta leave out of here at 6:30 or 7 in the morning. So, okay, things are starting to liven up and pick up, okay, because of your eyes recognizing this as the trunks of the trees and whatnot. You think that's brown, but it's not. It's actually gray. You can look at it right here. See the color. It's not brown. But when you put it against all of this, okay, now you have something for your, let me get out of the way. Now your eyes have something to gauge. Like I say, at the end of this, I'll show you what the painting I'm talking about. I can get up and show you guys that. All up in here. See, you don't have to continue. It's the appearance of them. All right. Just like that. No problem, Billy. I don't know if shoot, he'd been on now if he was live. Talking about Mike Trapp. I know weekends he's had kind of a different schedule. And you tell Gretchen I said hello, guys. I've been watching. You guys just don't know I've been watching, but I've been watching her. Okay, pretty much something like that. All right. Once again, working with acrylic and water. Already dry. This is already dry. All right. Okay. Let's play with this a little bit more. Why not? Let's take our little softy brush. See, as you can see, and I'll put it down here real dark, but okay, our little softy brush. I'll make it closer there. All right, and we're gonna put some flowing clouds in there. Okay, all right. I don't want to mix in all of this color, so we'll just scrape it away here. Like I said, this is going to be almost a complete painting, though a little washed out. And then we're going to proceed to the mid-ground and then the foreground. Once again, it's going to be pretty much a talk about atmospheric perspective and colors. All right. Okay. Let's take a nice touch of white. We'll put it right here. Going to our sky blue. Put a little bit of that in there, like so. And we're just going to play around with a few clouds. Okay. And I'll just kind of touch it in there like so. And we got a few here. We'll kind of come this way with it. Right against the edge of the mountain there. And then I'll slowly blend that. Just like that. Usually around the edges there. Kind of goes by feel. Once again, I don't want them too detailed. Okay. Let's get some more of that. And what I'm doing really is just blocking in the shapes, especially around the mountain's edge here. Okay. I'll come up around here on the edge. Matter of fact, let's bring some of that into the mountain a little bit like that. And then we'll come outward like this. This is called scumbling, SCUMBLING. So it's actually a word. I didn't make it up. I promise. I didn't make it up. You're just taking dry paint and you're blending like a crayon. That's all. All right. Let's bring some of that love into the mountain. Right up around in here somewhere. It just helps to blend the mountain in. Okay. So you don't have a little fun. Let's bring some of that love in here. It pushes the mountain back a little bit and it blends it into the background, as you can see. Now you can see the detail. Now you see things happening here. Once again, don't rush it. Don't do that to yourself. Don't rush your painting. Okay. Okay. And you just keep at it. Keep at it. All right. Linda, how are you? At the moment, it is 76. All right. Oh, let's give an update. We're still at a pleasant 60. Our high is only going to be 65. We have a light breeze going on. Stronger than light breeze. Our fall colors look horrible. They're very muted. They're just sad. Just downright sad. Okay, they're pitiful. All right. Once again, we have a little bit of our happenings here. We got the mountain and we have our clouds back here, and the clouds are blending into the mountains, which softens up the mountains. Okay, we got our trees and a little bit of what's going on in here with them and all that green. Okay. We are going to get some very dark clouds going on around here. It's going to curve out this way, all in here in the land also. So some of this will be obscured. Okay. So that's essentially the plan. And that's probably what's going to come up next will be the clouds. And once we put the clouds in, okay, then we're going to get into some fall colors. We're going to put a little more detailed trees somewhere in here. Okay. And then that we'll put some nice grass here, and we'll probably get a nice greenish yellow patch of land here. So that light, it comes through out in here. It's going to look really serene. We're going to need to try for that anyway, all right? 44. All right. Heat wave. Yeah, this year our colors are horrible. They were horrid. I don't know if because I live in a valley, so I don't know if the outer valleys. They say the outer valleys did look nice out there, but our valley mountains horrible. All the colors, but just muted, and I think it has something to do with all that smoke that we got from the Canadian fires. Yeah, they just looked nothing bright, nothing vibrant, all grayed out. It just looked bleh. Okay, let's start filling in our area of clouds here. Okay, we need them to be dark because once again we're establishing atmospheric perspective, and you're going to now find out why this is going to be so light. Okay, so you're going to need that contrast. All right. I'm looking to see what brush I have that's wide enough for me to take care of that. I guess we can play around with this one. Okay, let's take some of this brown here. Take a little bit of this blue and we'll mix it up. It's going to make this brown. brownish gray, just like that. Okay. A little touch of water in there. Once again, I am now, what I'm doing is I'm blocking in my subject, and then we'll go with the details from there. Okay. All right. Yeah, our colors leave something a little less to be desired, Fatima. Okay, we're going to start to kind of play and block some of this in. We're going to come up around in here. I have to remind myself where we are. We're going to come up around in here like that. And we're curving it around. Yes, yeah, all of that's coming around here. And then it all kind of fades out in this direction, right across. Okay, just like that. All of this you see here, all of that is going to be swirling clouds. All of that. I know it looks crazy, but you'll see. Once again, you need this contrast, because it's not going to work without the contrast. Okay. So all this dark you see is definitely necessary. As a matter of fact, here, I'll help us out. We'll just get a whole bunch of letter C's going on here like this. Get a little bit of water. All of this texture that I'm doing is going to help you out. Well, help me out. You're getting different hues of the same color. Well, you talk about ugly duckling stage, this is it. All right. You're probably thinking, what kind of highlights and colors you're going to get out of this mess? Wait and see. Wait and see. Going to a little bit more water. The water makes, obviously, the paint a little streaky, which is actually a beautiful thing. It helps you out. All up in here. Bring it all out there. Okay. I'll blend all of this down here. That continues on out there. That's okay. Let that tack up too. Because it's all going to go in a circle like this, coming down. Okay. So it's all in a weird circle, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just showing you in what direction all of that's going to go. Okay. Okay. Just like that. I appreciate that, no problem. You know, people who want to learn how to paint and learn different techniques, they stick really with a primary one, but it's all right, you know, to go and check out everybody else, especially if they have similar painting styles and such. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's how you learn. You know, you take a little bit of whatever from anybody that sparks your fancy, and you utilize that in your own style. Okay. Once again, nothing wrong with that. Okay. Our next thing to do, really, as it tacks up and whatnot is we work right on the clouds themselves. So to get this big blotch of color, of bluish black brown color we got going on here, and we're going to start in little highlights in all of this. I think the only time I really was doing something really lengthy was the last part of the portrait. That's why I don't do many of them online, because they do take quite a bit of time. We're going to take advantage of this color right here. All right. And just add a little touch of white into this. Once again, let's pretend this is black now. Okay. Is it freezing? Because everything else seems to be reading pretty well here. Is it still freezing? Let me know. Because I've seen it freeze a little bit here too on my tablet. But my tablet's not the most dependable thing. Let me check on my phone. I gotta turn the phone down though. And let's check the phone. Because if it's freezing and acting a little crazy, then this might really be short. Alright, I'm looking at it on my phone. Okay, I guess it, turn it sideways here. Alright, I guess it realized that you guys were complaining, so I guess it wanted to correct itself. Okay, no, it's not freezing right now. Alright. Okay, we'll start from back here. And what we'll do, I'll just start with this, with 1. I'll come here, I'll get out of the way. I'll just come here and we'll just kind of tap some circular like things here, just like this. And I'm using a makeup brush, a little blender brush. It's like this. We're going to be doing a lot of this, a lot of blending. Okay, just like that, and keeping with the curve of things. Okay, we're going to come here to its edge and we're going to kind of curve it around, just like that. Bring some of that here. And we're going to keep building and playing with this. All right. I'm looking at your guys' chats, and so let me know if it's still okay. Let me know if we're still doing good here. Now, to get the look of clouds, all right, you're gonna have to keep. It's a lot of blending and building. Okay, a little touch of white, a little bit more of this dark in here, right there. Keep that going. Great so far. Okay, good. And we're gonna keep playing with this. Couple taps, a couple touches like that. And remember, I'm not using the lightest color. Okay, not even close. Not even close. But we'll get there with all of that. And blend it out. Blend it out. Come out in here. Just like so. Blend it out. Keep playing with it. Keep playing with it. Come down here on the bottom. Well, we'll start over here. Just like this. We'll come up here. A lot of this will be blended out and covered up and covered over. I'm coming right out here. I'm going to join some of that. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my brush on my lap here. I got a towel here. Once again, we just scumble and blend. And give your paint a little time to breathe there as we're doing this. As you see, I'm not going directly toward the top. You see, I'm leaving that little open up there. There's a reason for that. Remember, make pretend all of this is black. Okay, now we're putting our shades of gray in there. All right. You guys can easily do this on your own. Have your version of it. Okay, it doesn't have to be mine. I'm just showing you the technique. What you do with it is really up to you. Like so. Try not to make all that deep color disappear. Don't do that. Okay. Definitely gotta keep the depth and the texture going. Yes. And so this is more or less the medium color, because we're playing around on top of what we would represent as the dark color. Okay. And so I'm creating all sorts of little gullies and little interesting patterns. You can see all of that going on. Don't be worried about all that up on top. That's the tape. It's going to come off anyway. So don't worry about none of that. All right. And with this brush, anything that I might want to smooth out, because I still got the dampness to do it, then I take care of that. I'm not really worried about this stuff down here at all. Okay. What time is it? Okay, 3:12. All right. All depending on what I have to do, which is, well, no, I really got to rehearse those songs. So let me get a lot of what I intend to do. Let me get a lot of that done now. Okay. All right. Don't worry, we're going to do something with all of that too. Okay, so have no fear about that. This is not just going to be one big old giant chunk of whatever, no. But we got our medium colors in here. We can really start to design what kind of swirls I want, because I do want it to come that way. Okay, and we can do that. Now we can start designing our direction. Okay. This is canvas board. This is 16 by 20 canvas board. Yeah. The watercolor paper deal, I don't think I'll be returning to that anytime soon. All right. I don't think so. Let me show you guys something. How many people are in here? Okay, only 4. All right, no problem. Let me put this back here so I can get rid of that. Let's go to. I forgot how to do that on this thing. Okay. I wish I knew how to. Let's just do it this way. I thought I could change that on this. Oh yes, I can. There it is. There we go. All right. Okay. Let me show you guys something here, because I think I'll do the next layer, and then I'll this wire won't reach all the way. It'll pull right out of the PC. So hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. Anyway, this is the painting I want to give away. This guy. Yep, I'm gonna give it away. Okay, and let's see if I can get it. There you go. There. Okay, yes, it's got resin all on it there. Okay, so it does. It looks like a sheet of glass. All right, you can see the see the ring light there. Okay, I'll put it over there. You have to check it out. I know the focus is kind of funny on it, but there you go. Okay. Yep, I'll give this away. Somebody will get it. By the end of this broadcast, somebody will get that. Okay. All right. Let's do one more layer so we can kind of shape where we want some of this cloud work to go. All right. Let's take some white. The rest of this brown. A touch of blue in it. That's really too bright, so let's kill some of that. I want to do a little bit of brown. Touch of brown to gray it out a little. Okay. It's just really to get this layer just a touch lighter than what I previously put on. All right. That might work. It might work well. Okay. All right. Let's see. We'll test it out. Up here. Let's say, well, I can see it with my own eyes. Let's say up here, real light here, like this. Okay, and we'll have it come down that way. Okay, and what we're gonna do is lightly kind of put it in there like this. Now I have plenty of paint on this brush, so what I'll do while it's somewhat dampened or got all this paint on it, I'll mess around with that one. Then I'll come here, really thin here, and I'll thicken it up here. Okay, and then come on down here and just, we're gonna go this way with it. Like that. I'm gonna wipe off my brush really good. This paint's still relatively soft still, and we're gonna play around with that edge just like that. Really soft. Blend it right in there. You got a short window to do this. Okay, and since I'm not using any glycerin, you know, I can really be a little heavy-handed. Okay, getting all this going. Just like so. Okay, all right, let's get a thin layer. Yeah, why not? Fatima, why not? I'm having a little fun, and you know, every once in a while, I have to build my, membership back up again. Like I said, I've been gone for a minute, which is okay. Like I say, I'm not gonna really sweat it that much. You know, it's all right. As you see, once again, I'm staying away from that edge. There's a reason. There's a reason. Okay, we'll come around in here. up in here like that. Right up in here. We'll put a little bit there. Right, come over here. Once again, don't get rid of all your dark and don't get rid of all your previous color. All right, try not to do that. Right up in here. Come right up here. Come downward. Wipe off my brush. And we'll soften it up here. Just like that. If you notice, when I'm going upward towards the tape, I'm keeping that relatively soft. Not necessarily here, because our light is coming from obviously all around in there. Okay. All right. Get that little curve going right in there. Okay. Oh, let's tease a little bit more. A little bit of brown and blue. Get in there like that. Brown and blue tends to cancel each other out. Either a little bit on the gray side or the greenish gray. All right, they cancel out and turn gray. Okay, or brownish color. All right, let's come right in here like this. And we'll come down here like that. Come right on around like this. Up around in here like that. Take this soft brush, start to scumble and blend. Not all one same pressure. All right. Please try not to. All according to how you want it. Okay. What time do you want to go down?
Probably around 5.
All right. And we'll continue over here. Okay, we're going to bring this right down. Right in here. Once again, I'm using a makeup brush. Okay. Go soft a little bit. Now I'm going the opposite way now. Now I'm down here on the bottom of the tape, blending it out. Because remember, anything bright is going to come. All your brightness is going to be all around here like that. So all depending on what I'm doing while I'm rehearsing later on, when I drop her off and whatnot. But okay. All right. I am going to take now some brown. We're going to put it right here. A little touch of blue. A little more brown. Looking at it here. I think that'll make it. That'll do fine. Get a lot of this off of my brush. Squeeze it off there. All right, we're going into our dark, and we're gonna see what you can do with the light you can also do with the dark. And so we're just pronouncing our darks a little bit more. All right. And when it comes to blending, you blend the same way, but just, be careful. Pick and choose your battles of where you want this stuff. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close to seeing. Especially here on the bottom. Blend it right out. I'm choosing certain areas here on the top, obviously. Okay, up around in here. Just to bring some of that stuff back a little bit. Here on the bottom, we'll blend some of this. Just deepen up this part here. It just makes that come out a little bit more. Same thing here. Here on the bottom, we'll blend that red out a little bit. Let's get some more of this right down here on the bottom. And you can lightly blend upward. Nothing but water and paint. No glycerin, all water and paint. Once again, I'm just showing you a technique. You do what you will with that technique. It's just not limited to landscapes or seascapes. You can do portraits like this too. Just a lot of building up, okay, of layers. We're gonna get our nice cloud-like fluffiness all on the edge here a little bit later on. So as I'm looking at it, I mean, we can definitely keep going on and on, but I won't. I'll shut this down. Okay. Matter of fact, we can call it quits right now. Let's pull this back a little bit more. All right. Let's change the camera angle here. Also, let's give us full shot here, like that. Okay, I have to swing you this way, just like that. You guys can see what's going on there with this. There you go. All right. So this is what we have so far. Okay. All right. Once it dries, which is going to be in the next 30 minutes or so, to totally dry, then we'll start working with opaque, the opaque highlights and such. And we'll probably throw in a few of that light blue bits all up in here and really shape it to go around. All right. Okay. And we will build up some nice billows all in here. Okay. Then make it look like just a swirling cloud formation going on there. And believe it or not, we're going to throw in some fall trees in here, and then we're going to have our land. Okay. All right. All righty. Let's see. There's still how many people? 6. We got 6 people in here. All right. Anyway. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. We're going to do something with that fella right here. All right. It shouldn't fall. Anyway. All right. All right. Let's see. How are we going to do this for a giveaway? There is so far 6 people here. All right. No problem. I'm going to choose a number from 1 to 10. And I've already chosen the number. And so you guys can start to guess. I'll let you know who get it. The first person that comes up with the magic number, and you can start right now. I'm looking. Hey, Sleeve Stacks. Okay, stop. The number has been picked, and it is Fatima. Oh, Fatima got it. She's the first one to put the 10 out there. So, okay, Miss Fatima, send me your address on Messenger, and I will get it all packaged up and sent to you. So congrats to Fatima. She has won the painting. And yes, every once in a great while, I'll do that. I will give away a painting, just because. Congrats, Fatima. Okay, we don't need to look at this anymore. We can get that out of there. There we go. All right, let's go back to. Let's go back to. There we go. That's perfect. That's it. All right. Congratulations, Fatima. Yeah, hit me up on Messenger. Okay. Your address, and I'll send it out. Well, if there's no holiday on Monday, I'll send it out Monday morning. So, will I be on later in the evening? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I know there's a few others that'll be on this evening, so I don't know yet. We'll see which way the wind blows. All right. But thank you guys for watching this long, because I don't know how long I've been on. I can't tell. But I know I've been on for a bit there. It won't let me know. Okay. Your birthday? Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Eventually I'll make my way back out to Michigan, Detroit. Probably before the heavy snow hit. All right, we'll do lunch. Brunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever suits you. All right. But once again, congratulations. My brother did the intros and outros for me. They were a surprise that he did them. So I guess he's experimenting with his new graphic toys. But I appreciate that he did it for me. So I'll be playing the outro soon. But once again, thank you guys for putting up with my absence. All right. I'll try to be on a little more often when I can. And I'm debating whether I should do the next portrait online or not. Probably will, but it takes a while, to get them done and do them right. So, we'll see. Okay, lunch would be wonderful. Any meal? Okay, it's in November. Well, a few days. Literally in a few days. It's in the middle of the week, I believe. So, all right, guys. Enough of my babbling. Thank you very much for watching. Let me get this thing queued up. Oh, it already is not. All right. I shall see it when I see it. Man, you guys know the deal. Peace.